I think all that whole movement kind of made it, I don't want to say made it okay for Evanescence to do what they did, but it warmed up the crowd, so to speak.
Yeah, but it also, and we've talked about this a little bit too, but it's also like the one thing with all of that, with Evanescence and all this other stuff too, is you don't necessarily hear a lot of people, unless if they're really deep in the paint on it, really talk about Evanescence as a goth band. I think they're usually referred to as a rock band. And, she's got kind of goth features and stuff. A lot of their
Hmm.
videos are goth themed and everything. But I think that
Yeah.
there's just a huge plethora of people who are just regular rock listeners and stuff
Yeah.
who just absolutely love Evanescence. But I think the problem with that whole thing was when they did bridge the new metal stuff on
Yep.
purpose. It was the label's fault, and they, like, we'll sign you if you do a new metal song, and she didn't want to do it.
Hmm.
And but again, I think that was the just that time period that was like they were trying to meld everything together. And new metal was the thing that was making, gotta have a rapper, gotta have a rapper. And it ended up being their biggest track, and
Yeah.
Amy Lee's been on record a bunch talking about way back in the day how she hated it, she hated it, she hated it. Now she's obviously come to terms with it and stuff. And she's
Mhm.
you know,
Gotta
I
own it.
I I think deep down inside she likes some of her other songs that she wrote 100%, more than
Yeah.
that, but I think she understands that the fans like it so much, so
Yeah.
therefore, she's
I
behind it.
mean, I think it was smart of the label, honestly, because
Yeah.
at that point, like, it was primed for that kind of thing.